Alright everybody, welcome back for a replay battle. This went pretty well, naturally, because I decided, I'm just going to grind today. I'm not going to worry about recording because the battles haven't been so great lately. And then promptly, the very first battle that I decided not to record, of course, goes like this, as you'll see here. So just a day of grinding out my 10.7 Soviet lineup, just my T-90A followed by my T-72B3 followed by whatever's appropriate that's left in my lineup. 685 a little bit, Tunguska, ZSU-23 because it's not spaded, whereas my Tunguska is, so that's kind of the idea behind it. And then I've got my PE8 in the lineup as well, but that's just for special occasions. So, teammate gets knocked out by an IPM-1 over there. I was figuring it had to come from back in that direction, although I couldn't actually see any shooter naturally, so. You can see somebody else there in the replay view, but it was not actually the enemy tank that killed him, so I don't know. So I had decided to come up here to the high ground from the train tunnel a little bit, see what we could do up here. And it paid off quite well, as you will see, coming up here. I decided my teammates seem to have things fairly well covered over here to the right, so I'll go around to the left and make sure nobody's sneaking up this hill to come up the back way and take our hilltop dudes by surprise. And that was probably the best decision I could have made. You can hear a shot down here. You can also see the martyr coming in the view, but of course I didn't see him till right then and there, and got a real good shot into him that took him out. So that's one down. Always nice to take out a martyr. They're a giant pain in the ass, aren't they? Drive up here, come in too fast to get a shot at the L-44, unfortunately. And then of course the reverse on Soviet tanks is nothing to write home about. So backed up and backed up and backed up, and then he had himself exposed for some reason. And I was only too happy to take advantage of that, so that's 2 tanks down. And a premium, dangerous premium boot. Then that Leopard 2PL apparently had spawn protection on, I guess? I don't know, he's awfully far away to be spawn protected. I didn't know there was a 234-2 there, that's actually funny. I guess the 234-2 knew I was there, but he gets knocked out a second later, I think. Maybe not. I thought he got killed. I didn't know he was that close to popping out in front of me and I could have had a shot at him. That's actually pretty funny. So, 3 kills down and the battle's going pretty well. Team has got the A point held. I'm just kind of sitting here for a minute waiting to see what develops. You can hear another tank coming, and there he is. He drives forward just close enough for me to get a shot into him, and there's 4 kills. And I was thinking we were doing pretty well so far. So I'm pretty sure that was an airstrike. I don't know. I couldn't actually tell. Maybe somebody that I had killed came back in an airplane, I think. So we got a BMP coming up here right now. Just keeping an eye out for helicopters. You can see that BMP on the other side of the tunnel here, and there he is. He peeks out enough for me to see him. I know he's climbing the hill and badly exposed. Get a shot that knocks out his transmission. He can't hit me, and then I get an assist on him, which was totally fine. 4 kills and an assist is a completely acceptable battle up to this point. I'm a little worried about enemy helicopters because they should be coming off to my left. But I don't hear any at the moment. That's not to say they couldn't just take off from the helipad, just climb straight vertically and start touching off ATGMs without me knowing they were there until the ATGM hits, but I didn't hear any helicopters anyway. So clearly a couple enemies marked on the screen in front of me here on the map. There's one. Got an IPM-1. We're going to catch him by surprise over here. I attempt to get a shot through this wreck because I can see him and I can tell that he can see me. But then he gets taken out in front of me by a teammate with the BMP-2M, so good enough. Just made sure that guy was really dead. And of course he was. Then you see this L-44 up here. Takes a hit. And then I can pick him up, put a shot through him for kill number 5. XM1GM right in front of me, trying to reload fast enough to get a shot into him. And then we did. Wasn't a very good hit, but a hit it was all the same. 2 assists is also fine. Now, as we come around the corner here, you're going to see a dead enemy tank, and that was what I was worried about, somebody coming from there. But I could also hear the enemy tank right here, which was a Tiger E, which was kind of hilarious. That would have been a nice, tasty kill to get, but oh well, was not to be. You can see the Gepard that just popped up behind me, but I could also hear this IPM-1 up here in front of me. So, IPM-1 becomes the concern. Get out of the way, hurry, drive! And got a hit into him that took out his driver, and luckily my armor held on the front hit from him. The Gepard has been taken out, and now here comes a Jagdpanzer IV, of all things. He actually shoots me, which is pretty funny. Of course, it doesn't do anything because his gun is extremely outclassed by my armor, but come and pick off the IPM-1 right there. And then this poor guy, just no chance at all. So there's a lucky 7th kill with the T-90A, so we'll just get through here, pop some smoke to cover the slow acceleration, and get the heck away from their spawn. Right into a house, naturally, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. Now I can finally hear a helicopter. Turn over to pick him up and start pumping machine guns at him, and I will get a couple hits on him, but so will somebody else. There's a hit or 2 right there, and then boom, a 3rd assist. As the Tunguska makes short work of that hind. So, just moving around, trying to figure out where the rest of the enemies might be. There's not much more action that happens in the rest of this battle. Spoilers. But it's a short video, and everybody who has an extremely short attention span, rejoice. You've already seen all the action, really, so... At this point, the only thing left was seeing if I could figure out if I could get over close enough to where the 1 or 2 enemies that were left over there off to the far left. The only false alarm I thought was going to have some action was hearing that Tunguska over there. You can see a Gepard up behind the church, but he never pops up into view. Mainly, I was trying to get here to get some more ammo. But then realized there wasn't much point to getting more ammo because the battle was pretty much over, so... My 2 rounds of APF SDS and 5 rounds of HE were probably more than enough if I had to run into any enemies, but I didn't, and there you go. So we'll take a look at the stats real quick of the battle, as you can see. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves out there, and good luck with your top-tier Soviet grind. It's gotten a little bit easier lately, but eventually the pendulum will swing back the other way. Thanks for watching, everybody.